Let me ask you, Jay Bilas. I mean, if let's just say there's an epiphany had at the collegiate level and they reach out to you to run it, would you do it?
I would. Yeah, I would. If it were for real and I felt like I could help. This is public information now, so I feel like I can share this. But I was asked a few years ago to serve on the NCAA's Committee on Infractions. Somebody reported it. It's right, so it's already out there. I would never have talked about this otherwise. But the reason I was asked, I'm not stupid. The reason I was asked is because that would limit the amount I could comment on cases. I wouldn't be able to comment anymore. And so that was a smart move to try to get me to do that.
Well, you're a trial lawyer. You see straight through that.
Well, but it's also a conflict of interest. So sure. I said no, it's a conflict.
Right.
And they said no, we've examined that and we don't see it as a conflict. I don't care whether you've examined it; it's a conflict. Right. I can't do that.
Right.
So I said no. But if I were actually in a position where I could help, I would absolutely help. Absolutely. I'm serving on the competition committee now, which deals, the NCAA's competition committee deals just with the rules of play. So it has nothing to do with policy. It's just the rules of play on the floor.
You're part of the people who said, let's move the 3-point line.
Yes.
Okay.
The rules committee made the ultimate decision. The competition committee
forwards the ideas.
We look at all the data and then we forward on recommendations to the rules committee.
But if Mark Emmert just decided I'm gone and then hey, let's just totally change everything. Let's bring on Jay Bilas. You would say yes to that?
I think I would. At this stage of my life, I probably would. If I felt like there was the authority and to actually do something,
right,
and to help, because I do believe the system needs help. It doesn't mean I'm the only one that has a good idea, but I would be more than happy to help.
Okay, and in terms of that actually happening, that you would be offered this opportunity, how warm would the place to freeze over have to be?
Oh, I think.
Or you think that this actually is in the realm of possibility because your ideas are.
No, it's not in the realm of possibility. I think there are ideas that I have that a lot of people within the structure agree with. But there are way too many people who are of the mind that, wait a minute now, will you just shut up? Just don't talk about this stuff anymore. We've got a line that we're using. Quit doing that. But you try to tell people look, I'm not talking about people. The people at the NCAA are great. They're great. Mm-hmm. And I don't just mean the folks in Indianapolis, in the NCAA office. I'm talking about at every NCAA institution. You'll hear all the time, the NCAA is the member schools. So when I say NCAA, I'm talking about all the schools,
sure,
not just the folks that work in Indy.
Right.
But they're wonderful people. But the policies need to be discussed. And so when you say, it's like talking about, the speed limit or any law, that doesn't mean I'm down on policymakers or I don't like who's representing us. But there's something wrong with this law. There's something wrong with the rules. And that's all I'm talking about. But there are too many people that think, wait a minute, don't say this. Don't talk about this. But you try to tell them look, I'm not suing the NCAA. I've never sued the NCAA. Other people are doing that. And these lawsuits keep coming and they're winning. Now, I don't think that the NCAA is going to lose every lawsuit that comes its way, but they're not going to win them all either. And you're seeing a lot of movement. Right now, there are laws being pursued here in California. Mm-hmm. There's a law being put forth on name, image, and likeness to allow college athletes their name, image, and likeness rights. There's movement on that in Washington, in Congress. So this train is rolling down the tracks, and the NCAA is seemingly wanting to tie the players to the tracks while the train rolls down it. Here in California with this name, image, and likeness law that's moving forward, Mark Emmert actually sent a letter to the government here saying, hey, if you do this, that
I know.
It was like a threat, and the lawmakers here took it as a threat, and really said, you're not going to threaten us. We're moving forward anyway.
I saw that.
For more of the Rich Eisen Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV for free on BR Live, or download the Rich Eisen Show app.